Hello everyone, welcome to this lecture series on web technologies. Today we'll have a look at the introduction to HTML. Before diving in the technical details, let us have a look and understand the terms in a non-technical environment. So let us consider an example. Consider buying different items from the market. So if you have to buy vegetables, you will go to a vegetable shop. If you have to buy some grocery items, you will go to a grocery shop. And if you have to buy apparels, you would go to a shop where you get apparels. By this I mean that for every different type of item, you have to go to a different showroom or to a different shop. So today we have a concept of outlet such as mega marts and big bazaars from which we can get all the products under one roof. In the same outlet, we can get electronics, grocery, apparels, and other things as well. So why do these outlets have everything? Because they have large amount of space, and in these outlets, you will have a cheerful and welcoming executive who would answer the queries of the clients. Clients are the people who are buying material from the outlet. So on one side we have clients who are buying from the outlet, and we have an executive in the outlet who is helping the clients. So when these clients come and they have some problem, they would ask a query in the outlet, and then they would get some response. The query might be, where is a certain spice placed, or where can I get a Adidas t-shirt, and they would give some response to the client. So if we take the same thing to computers, in computer a client is a laptop or a system which you are using to connect to the internet. It can even be a mobile or a tablet. And server is a place which has large amount of memory and which can handle every request a client sends. So how does a client contact the server, or how does a client communicate with the server? It communicates with the server with the help of some browsers. So these are some examples of the browser that you also use in your mobiles as well, like Opera, Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Safari, or Internet Explorer. The client is able to communicate with the server. So at the server end also we have a software which is called the web server, and it is this software which will handle all the requests that is sent by the client through the web browser. So the client might ask the server something. So what it will ask? It will ask for some web page. So if you type in Google Chrome www.facebook.com, what comes? The first Facebook page appears. So you send, the client sends a request through the Google Chrome or the browser to the server that I need the page www.facebook.com, and it replies with the requested page. So this is how it works. The client sends a message to the server and it sends the requested page back. So at the server end we have web pages. Web pages means there might be a page for your profile, the other page might be for the photos, other page might be for contacts. So these web pages are stored and they are organized in a website. And one important thing to note is that server is a physical machine, and web server is a software that is running there and which is handling and managing everything. Everything means all the requests that are coming to it. So I hope you've got the client server architecture and you are very clear what is a client, what is a server, what is a web browser, and what is a web server. The next topic is downloading a text editor. So basically, what is a text editor? Editor is basically a tool that is used for editing documents, and it provides plenty of good tools to keep the code neat and has shortcuts to customize it. So to download the text editor, we'll be using Sublime Text, and the link is given in the description. So when you click it, you will get this web page. You have to go to Windows Portable version. When you click it, an exe file would be downloaded, and if you open the exe file and follow all the instructions, the text editor interface would look like this. So this is how the text editor would look, and this is the space where we use. This is how the text editor Sublime Text would look. This is the workplace, and this is the place where we will be writing our code. You can save the document by going on the file menu and selecting the save as option, and then you can select the file name. For example, I'm writing demo, and then you can click save. So now our document is stored, and in this lecture we'll also look at some of the basic tags that we can use. Tags are basically the instructions that are embedded directly into the text of the document. The basic tag that we use is HTML, and whenever we start a tag, we also close the tag. So we close the tag like this, and whatever, this is just the starting and the ending. This means that we're using a HTML file and we are opening it and we're closing it. The next tag is the body tag. When we have opened the tag, we will also close the tag. So in body tag, you write everything that will appear on the browser, and in this part you write the code which will not appear on the web page, but it will appear on the browser. It has something to do on the browser, and we'll discuss all these things from the next lecture. So this brings us to the end of the lecture. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.